You know, as an immigrant from the Philippines, some of my first memories of coming to the United States were, of course, seeing the Statue of Liberty. I was 7 years old when I came to the U.S. My mother brought me here after my father was killed in the EDSA Revolution. And at the same time, my mom had 6 kids. So she was trying to raise 6 kids on her own. There were people helping us along the way. And for me, I'd want to be able to pay it back, to pay it forward and help other people. I went to law school because I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to help people. You know, one of my motivation was just remembering a family that I met at the park, a homeless family. You know, she was a mother with 3 kids living in the car. And just that image just really stuck with me, you know, throughout the years. You know, at the time, there was not much I could do, but she just asked me to pray for her. You know, and I just told myself, maybe one of these days, there's not something I could do for you right now, but I'd like to be able to help in the future. So I came to Hawaii in 2010 when I first started law school here. You know, I was already married at the time. My family and I decided that Hawaii is going to be the place for us to settle down. And, you know, when I first graduated from law school, you know, I really wanted to work at legal aid. You know, public interest was my passion. But of course, just having, you know, 2 kids and a new job, it just wasn't easy. In addition to being an attorney at Legal Aid, I had a second job working at Macy's in the evening. You know, so after working at 5 o'clock, I would ride my bike over to Macy's and work until midnight. And that's really, you know, just the cost of us living here in Hawaii. I understand the struggles that our working families really go through. I know what it is to worry about making rent for the month. I know how it feels to look at your bank account and wonder if you're going to make it for the month. I bring that up because I've lived those experiences, because I know really firsthand the struggles that our families are facing. I'm worried that Hawaii is becoming just a playground for rich tourists, that a lot of our jobs are mostly just catered to serve rich tourists. And that's not something that I want for my kids. It's not something that I want, you know, for my friends and their families. We're not just a playground for the rich. There's people that live here, there's people that work here, you know, there's people that die here. Our working class families, you know, those are those that may not be connected politically, those that aren't able to lobby at our legislature. A lot of their voices get drowned. You know, a lot of our minimum wage workers. It really is time for us to stand up and make sure our voices are heard. We want to make sure we have a voice in the direction that our future is going. I want to give a voice to our working families, and that voice is a genuine, authentic voice, because I've been there. I know what people are facing. I know the struggles and I know the issues that our families are facing. And to me, that's why it's important that these experiences are part of the story.